What's up? How you guys feeling? How you doing? Can you hear me now? Cool. How you guys feeling? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Flying by. What up, people? Crypto people. It's called Crypto Nerds Only. Sup, brother? Lifestyle. I know you're a crypto nerd. Welcome. I say with love. I'm a nerd too. What are you gonna do? How you guys feeling? Those of you new to the channel, this is a live stream I do twice a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time-ish, give or take. My bad on that. We're doing what we can, guys. We're doing what we can. We're dying, Dub. We are a bag of milk on the floor. Where is the vodka? I know. Why not? Why not, crypto? Why not? Why not? You know, like, it is what it is, but, you know, if it hurts the most, right, when you know what it's about to go up, right? It's like, okay, we gotta do this one more time, again, for the 1000th time, fine. whatever, right? Like, that's how the human mind works, though. At the point, it's the most probable to go up. Like, when's something most probable to go up? After it's gone down a bajillion million times, it's going down one more time. The last time always sucks the most, though. That's the Wall Street cheat sheet. That's your mind playing tricks on you. It just sucks, I know. Good day. What's up? We'll look at the Bitcoin dominance a little bit. I mean, it's kind of doing exactly what I said it was going to do in terms of Bitcoin dominance turning up. Going to touch that cone probably and then come down. This is part of it, right? Bitcoin going down, the overall crypto market going down. Bitcoin dominance actually goes up, like we discussed earlier. We're going to see it. Yeah. Just when you thought you couldn't get a lower buy in crypto comes ruins the day. Laugh out loud. Yeah. See, that's why it's like not even worth it to try to time this stuff that much or like get the absolute, like, don't think in terms of absolute, like in terms of crypto, because the gains are so like insane and the drops are so insane. It's too extreme to even predict that well, right? So think about getting at the bottom-ish. Think about selling at the top-ish, because these things move like exponentially. And that's not like something that's inherent to the way the human mind thinks. Like everything in nature moves linearly, right? Like up and to the right, kind of like that. That's why we like to explain crypto's movements up and to the right, because it's easier to like understand in our brain. Like anything anything in nature, anything that like is along the biology spectrum has happened over linear time. Machines, technology happens over like exponential functions. So like it's hard to like really conceptualize like that. But we like to like smooth out that data, those data points, and then it's like a nice like line up. Same thing with crypto, line up. Over enough time, it will go up and to the right, right? It just depends on when you adopt and purchase into it. There's better times, there's worse times, but over time, it's largely a good thing to buy crypto hold, at least for the foreseeable future. Unless there's a solar flare, which we talked about before. There's things that can mess crypto up, guys. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, crypto is like this infallible thing. It's a tool. It's a means to an end, so you can improve your life, improve your situation. But there are things that could happen. I'd be like not intellectually honest with you if I said there wasn't things that could happen to crypto. But they're few and far between, at least right now. Because if the internet went down, I mean, you losing your bag of crypto is like the least of your problems. Like, you probably won't be able to get food. Sewage wouldn't probably be working well. The grid would be down. Like, We got bigger problems. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's up, people? 9 people. What's good? What's good? How you doing? Okay. What is he? I stopped looking at like CoinMarketCap last week. I'm like, it's going down. What's that? Distraction. Sometimes though, that's the best way to get through things, is like to turn your eye to something else, turn your attention to something else. But let's look at it. Bitcoin 39,000. Let me throw this up here on the chart real quick. Yes. What am I doing? There we go. I'm tripping. My bad. Share my window. Cool. Bitcoin, big Bitcoin, $39,300. The fear and greed index was over here towards the greed area last time I checked. Now it's all the way in the neutral. For the last 2-3 years, it was all the way over here, right? So this is actually not a bad thing to look at. You guys want to be able to predict the market, or at least understand where we are in terms of psychology, because if you understand psychology dictates price movements, then you can this is very valuable. Now, it's not going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but it's me personally, I'm a simple dude. I'm pretty simple, okay? Be straight up. I'm not the most technically inclined. I'm not the most nuanced and this and that and intricate, but you could see few indicators in the market. If you could check those indicators, I like to act like they're like the engine check lights for the crypto market, right? Fear and greed's one of them. The pattern of the Wall Street cheat sheet's one of them. RSI is one of them. You know what I mean? So what you should do is pay attention when these things happen, because more or less they're learning experiences, right? And if you're paying attention, you're looking okay, this happened when the price went down. This tends to be on this side of the right side, maybe in the dark green instead of the light green. Then you can start to learn and find your own indicators, right? These things make sense to me, the ones I'm naming out. You might find something different, right? But what you need to do is be able to navigate your way in this market. So I think I showed you guys before, and something I want to show you today, let me pull it out, is the RSI, so relative strength index. And I like to look at that in terms of market cap charts, right? I talk about the total 1, total 2, total 3, and total 1 I think is the total crypto market cap, including Bitcoin, including Ethereum, everything, all the money wrapped up into crypto. And then there's the total 2, which is everything wrapped up in crypto excluding Bitcoin. And I think total 3 is everything's wrapped up in a Bitcoin, in a crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can start stripping off the largest market cap cryptos from each chart, and to see if the chart changes at all, or if it's saying the same thing. If it stays constant and says the same thing, then you can deduct by a process of elimination that, all the RSIs are topped out. We might have a larger term downturn coming, right? And that would make sense for what we were expecting last live stream, where I talked about, this thing's probably going to turn up because the RSI was pretty much making a W pattern, right? We'll look at it right now. Hold up. Where's my thing? Add it to the stage, man. There we go. Bitcoin dominance. We talk about it all the time. Bitcoin dominance. You guys beating a dead horse on this crap. Bitcoin dominance measures all the money wrapped up in a Bitcoin, right? Chart goes down, that means money's going into altcoins. Chart goes up, that means money's going into Bitcoin, but it doesn't necessarily mean money's increasing in the space, okay? Typically, when Bitcoin goes up, money is not increasing in the space. When Bitcoin's going all high and crap, money's actually flowing downhill. It's overflowing. The cup overfloweth, right? And it goes down into all the other altcoins. So this was a bear market. This was a altcoin season bull run. This is an altcoin season bull run. This is a bear market. So you got the hint, right? We're talking about this thing, and I was talking about this all the way since October or whatever, that this has been in a rising wedge reversal pattern, climbing. All of a sudden in November, peaks out slightly, and then crashes down, right? Climbs back in, crashes down again. But everything doesn't go down in a straight line, right? Because like that's not how any chart looks. It's always like up, down, up, down, up, down, and drifting into a point. So basically, we came down to where it dropped last time, and it's starting to turn back up. And why does Bitcoin dominance go up when Bitcoin's price is doing not that great? So probably for the next month or two, Bitcoin's price might not do that great. Maybe into the halving, it might not do that great. What I'm expecting, it'll be interesting to see if it comes up to here about 3%, then crashes down like a retest, right? The same thing when someone's analyzing a triangle pattern and trying to confirm a breakout. It's called confirming, right? It'll pop out, it might come back in, it might pop out, but the second it sits on that structure, that's called confirming the breakout, then it pops out. Same thing to the downside too. You know what I mean? So and guys, I'm self-taught, so you know, there might be like better terms to use, but I'm not like a charting nerd. I know my way around charts. Okay, so we're probably gonna retest and then come back down, and that's what we're looking for. It's probably gonna happen around or after the halving. But I think the cat's out of the bag. Bitcoin dominance is due to break down versus break up. It's totally violated the hell out of this structure. And by the way, rising wedges tend to break to the downside. I think we talked about what? It was 60-40 downside to upside. There's still a chance it could break upside, but because it's like not respecting this trend line anymore, I think it's a done deal. So what does that mean? We're waiting for the altcoin season. We might be waiting for a little bit for the altcoin season, but when altcoin seasons happen, they happen like in the span of what? What is this, about 3 months? They're fast. They're real fast, right? So we've been waiting for 2 years. Yeah. But then it comes like that, and that's when you have to capitalize, and that's when it really matters. Because most of the move in crypto happens like within like a very small percentage. The rest is just like building a base, accumulating, and then it shoots up. I mean, that's how exponential things go. It's not linear. It doesn't take a long time. It's not like, you know, the stock market like that. It's much, much different. So we'll see. This suggests that Bitcoin's, just from looking at Bitcoin dominance, that it's going to be taking a little bit longer. But this is the daily. And talking about the RSI, this is the RSI down here, guys. It's the relative strength index. It's not a perfect indicator. Nothing typically is. But on the daily, that means that what's going to happen over the next couple weeks to a few months. And then if you go on the weekly right here, that's what's going to happen over the next few months to like, you know, I guess a year. And then the monthly is what's going to happen over the next years and probably decades, right? I like to deal on the daily. So based on the daily, yeah, this thing could like, it's just WD, right? W's are patterns of accumulation. M's are typically patterns of, well, bullish accumulation. M's are typically patterns of weakness, right? So we see like a higher high developing here. Sorry, it's popping up when I'm trying to show you guys. And then, yeah, we could probably go into February, March. It might overperform. Who knows if it'll test or not. But when you switch over to weekly, and this is why I'm showing you different time frames, right? The RSI looks much different. So on the weekly, it still has room to drop. Still suggesting that over the longer term frame, the medium term time frame, when you get past a couple weeks and a couple months, this thing still has potential to drop. It's still more overbought than it's oversold. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, you know. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I mean, if anything, we're seeing ETF people get wrecked that are getting into it, like people got into it the first time, you know, whatever. Baptism by fire, baby. What do you think? Hedera. What's going on with you guys, man? Hedera's been building through the bear market, I see. Anything new? I know you've been adding some council members to the Hedera Council, which is pretty cool. Interesting to see what happens to Hedera this coming cycle. Should be good. Should be good. But yeah, I could pull up a couple more. Actually, I'm interested though. Let's go back to CoinMarketCap. So when there's big movements in the price charts, I like to just jump on CoinMarketCap and see filter, biggest loser, biggest gainer, if there's gainers. Because like movements in each direction tell you like a lot of information. You want to be a student and a collector of information, right? So like, let's go check it out. And to be honest, I think crashes, and it's not a crash, but you know what I mean, downturns tell you a lot more in the downward side of things than the upwards. Because in upwards, that's easy. It's fun. No, people are making money. They have extra money to spread it around. There's way more speculation. But on the downturns, you want to see something that doesn't fall down that much. That signifies that there's like maybe something very interesting happening in that coin that you might want to do some more research on. Or it also signifies that this thing is oversold to death already. It's way, way undervalued, and everyone knows it. So let's check it out. Chili's is actually up. Isn't that an EOS coin? I don't know. Akash network. I mean, I've always liked the Akash. Decentralized cloud computing. Aptos. Sia coin. We got a few in the red. In the green. Sui. Blur. Kava. I mean, these are marginally in the green, but you know what I mean. And let's look at the biggest losers. Ordi. Sats. Optimism. Not that horrible. Over the 7-day period, 32% down. Sats, Ordi, Bonk. Bonk's getting wrecked, huh? I mean, what do you expect? It's a meme coin. Meme coins don't do good on downturns, but they do great on upturn, like price pumps, right? You gotta have the give and take. It's the only fair way in life, y'all. We'll see. There might be a chance to get back into Bonk. This thing went ham, dude. Wow. That's insane. Interesting. And what else was there? Sia coin. I mean, Akash, Sia coin, they're kind of like related in terms, well, not really storage, but these are all like cloud computing related projects. Sia coin is like decentralized cloud storage. Pith network. It's a Oracle, a new Oracle. Manta network, All Star. Let's do Sia coin. What's happening with it? Oh my. Oh my. Sia coin's old. It's an old project. Okay. Interesting. A lot of use cases lined up. Big growth in DeFi. Nice. Are you guys connected to ETH yet, or any other outside projects? I feel like that's a big like hurdle for people to get into your ecosystems. Maybe you are. I'm not sure, but I would suggest. I know that you might not be pulling the strings over there. Get hooked up with interoperability project that allows for that to occur. Because I agree. I think Hedera is a very interesting project. I think it's cool that having blockchain interact with like other things, other tech would be cool too. Tangle, Hashgraph, whatever the hell Aptos is on. But hey, that's just me. I did load up on CHZ bags weeks ago. There you go. Awesome job. Hey Dub, long time. Malito Sway, how you been? Play us a tune. Come on. 12 people. Yeah, man. So, yeah, it's not a big deal, guys. End of the world. It's 39,000. Are you serious? Remember we were at 17,000? Everyone forgot. Everyone forgets 17,000. 17,000 sucked. But even then, I mean, I remember when it was 10,000. And even though I remember when it was 3,500. And even then I remember when it was 1,000. And even then I remember when it was 100. Like, put in the grand scheme of things, y'all. Remember where Bitcoin came from to where it's going to go. These are the birth pains we must go through to deserve all the glory. You didn't think it was going to be easy? It never is. Nothing in life is ever easy. So, hey, what are we going to do? We're going to take it on the chin. We're going to get to the goal. We're going to stay around. We're not going to quit. Because why would you quit? It took so long. You know what I mean? I mean, to be honest, sometimes you just need a little pep talk. Pep it up. It's all good, baby. We're going to get there. We definitely will get there. Let's check out another one. I'd be pepping myself up all the time. I'd look in the mirror, I'm like, come on. Don't be a little sissy. Come on. Let's see, trading view. I'm gonna pull up the total 1, total 2, total 3. I'm gonna show you guys how to fish. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Trading view. I typed in trading view into trading view. Total 1. Man, what the hell? Okay, I'll go through Google. Total 1. Trading view. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, LH Groves, what's good? How you been? Chilling? That's what I like to hear. Okay, so total 1, remember I told you that there's different looks. Everyone got a trading view account. I don't care if you can't trade. I don't care if you can't read charts. I started off not being able to do that too. Just pay attention. Big crash, go look at what happens. Look at the different charts. Charts you need to look at, Bitcoin dominance. Total 1, which is crypto market cap. Total 2, crypto market cap minus Bitcoin. Total 3, crypto market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then there's even the ETH dominance chart. There's all these. Look, I'm not a huge fan of single coin charts. The only one that really matters to me is Bitcoin. Maybe Ethereum to try to get some more information about the altcoin like sector. But honestly, like the Bitcoin dominance can tell you that. You know, but then beyond that, you need to look at these market cap charts because you want to know what the money's doing. You don't want to do like know and zoom up to like what's happening in a single coin. You want to know what the overall altcoin like market's going to do. And from that, you can understand, okay, the chart's lining up. The money's looking like it's about to flow into the market cap of altcoins. That means the space is ripe to invest in. That means I probably have a better chance of appreciating in my holdings. You want to know what the environment looks like. You know what I mean? Everyone just looks at their chart. It's like, dude, the market cap's set to go down. Look at it. You know what I mean? So like zoom out and like understand how the market moves so you can put yourself in the best probability to succeed. 13 people. You heard of Jack of Karate Combat? Yeah, dude. I used to do karate when I was 5 and I got kicked out because I was punching everyone and stuff. I was like, why did we come to karate if I can't do that at work? Hey, what's good? What's good? No problem, man. All right, let's pull it up. Total 1, total crypto market cap, including the Bitcoin. Okay, so I want you guys to check it out, right? This is the total market cap. It looks a lot like Bitcoin's market cap. The reason is because a lot of the crypto market cap is consistent of Bitcoin. It's over 50% at this point, right? So this chart's going to look a lot the same. When you start to go into the ETH market cap or like market caps of like Cardano or smaller altcoins, the chart's going to vary more because those percentage, the percentage of those coins market cap is less. And I'm explaining all this stuff so you guys understand like the reasoning behind it and why we're using it, right? But it looks a lot like Bitcoin's market cap. It's always going to look like that probably. But look at the RSI down here. This is on the weekly. It's closer to the top than the bottom. That means it's more probable that it's overbought than oversold, right? But remember, Bitcoin's the largest percentage of that. So that means that it's more reflective of Bitcoin's RSI, right? So this thing could probably fall down just looking at it. Oh yeah. If you click over here on the right, you could click into regular, which gives you something like that, or logarithmic. So logarithmic is probably better at analyzing. Why did it get all small on me? Like analyzing like exponential price movements. It kind of helps smooth it out so you're not like having to look at like structures this humongous, right? But if you do that, you'll see, and you zoom up, let's get closer. You can use like a volume profile. Let's check it out. Where's that? Not a fib. My volume profile. Fixed range volume profile. We'll do from here. Why not? Most of the buy support is down here at like 1 trillion. I don't know if we'll go all the way down there, but just from visually speaking, there's a good amount of like buy support right here. But just looking at the structure without taking that into account, looking like it could come down to 1.25 trillion. I mean, in order to get like what Bitcoin's price would be at that point, we have to jump over to the Bitcoin market cap. We're not there right now, but it could drop another, the market cap dropped down about another 15%. So 15% off of 39,000. And that doesn't mean it's all coming out of Bitcoin, but you know. Low 30s, 33,000 per Bitcoin. Not a bad thing, not a horrible thing. We'll have to see. If that plays out, will it all come out of Bitcoin? Who knows? Let's get rid of this. The reason I'm talking it through with you guys is so you could like understand, like, if I was to play around these charts and I don't know what I'm doing, how would I go about it, right? Because I'm not going to be here all the damn time. Who knows? I get hit by a car, you know? Something can happen. I can go get rolled up on by Uncle Sam, thrown in jail. I don't know why, but you know, it's getting weird out here. So in the event of that happening, I want to give you guys like the tools, you know? So it could come down a little bit more, but in order to get the whole perspective, let's jump on over to the total 2. Let's strip Bitcoin out of the equation and see if it's telling us the same story. Total 2. Cool. Leave this. You're not going to get, there's no one chart that tells you everything you need to know. You need to know exactly where you need to go, though. What am I doing here? I did some random stuff from last cycle. My bad. Excluding Bitcoin. I already know that. Thank you. Having, yeah, I don't care anymore. Cool. So when you take Bitcoin out of the equation, and we look at that same area, let's say it was between those two. There is much less drop. There's less of a drop to experience, right? It's suggesting about 4 or 5% drop. So what that's telling me, and that's what we've kind of confirmed on the Bitcoin dominance, is that Bitcoin's dominance is going to fall, right? Bitcoin's dominance is going to fall. It's much more overbought than the altcoins. This is suggesting altcoins are probably going to be doing some catching up immediately after this like additional fall in its market cap. And these falls are needed, guys. It's not like they're not needed, right? It's scarier when something goes up just like from the bottom, bang. Why is that scarier? Yeah, it's good for your bags. But good luck trying to navigate this thing. You don't know where it's going to stop. There's nothing to analyze it off of. It's in blue sky breakout. It happens sporadically. When you come up, test. Come up, test. Come up, test. You're building a base. You're building a base for a much more sustained, reliable, and navigatable breakout when it does occur. You know what I mean? Because what's the rule I always say? Hard up, hard down. So you already see the variation between the crypto market cap with Bitcoin and excluding Bitcoin. It doesn't look as scary of a drop. And the RSI on the weekly looks like, yeah, it could come down a little bit. Actually, what does the daily say? Suggesting it's closer to the bottom than the top. But on the weekly, man, the weekly's not bad. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's kind of hard, though, because, look, RSI will give you a idea of what's happened, but look what happens sometimes in periods of, like, the blow-off. It just overperforms and exceeds towards the top. This means it's really overbought. Really overbought. Really overbought. Sometimes it approaches the threshold and drops down. So in periods of euphoria, blue sky breakout, it could overperform for some time, because from here to there was like 3 months. Let's pop over the Bitcoin dominance. Those 3 months was this. So you see how you start putting the story together by looking at different charts in tandem with each other, so you can get a more holistic view and you're not guessing as much, right? So just trying to help you guys out. Let me catch up with people now and go to total 3, but I want you to see the difference between market caps. Market caps look different, especially when you start stripping out the biggest core components and assets out of it. What are your thoughts on the sauce token DEX? I don't know. What's the sauce token DEX? There's so many DEXs, man. What is that? Sauce, love. I like sauce. What's your favorite sauce? Put it in the chat. What's your favorite sauce? Honey mustard? Ketchup? Hot sauce? What hot sauce? You guys like hot sauce? I love hot sauce, man. What do you think about ETH Bitcoin reaching 0.05 BTC again to swap BTC to ETH? I think it would be a good move to increase my BTC position, selling at 0.08 BTC. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll go back. We talk about that, right? You know, a lot of people, maxis will tell you, and Bitcoin maxis will say, just hodl your sats, because in the end of the day, they're gonna be so rare, this and that. But like, you know, for the time being, if that's true, even for the time being, you can't ignore the fact that at certain points in history, altcoins get vastly, maybe overpriced in sats. And a good way is to play that price variation between sats and like switch it when the price is high in sats to effectively gain more Bitcoin. I think Ethereum probably, just from like the grand consensus, I can't tell you if there's something going to happen technically that ruins it. Don't know. But from the grand consensus, Ethereum is a way to increase more of your Bitcoin holdings in a safer manner and has great liquidity. Now, I can't say to you that maybe Ethereum loses some dominance. Maybe some Bitcoin loses some dominance. We can't really say for 100% certainty, but for what I can tell you is I do think another period's coming where altcoins outperform Bitcoin, which means they rise in Satoshi value. I mean, look, that's what this was. That's happened. Any maxi tells me that doesn't happen, happens all the time. Look at that. Happens here. Happens here. It's going to happen here. So you can ignore that. Maybe the space gets to a point where that doesn't happen anymore, but we're not there yet. So while in Rome, do what the Romans do. Of course, NFL, NFA. Yeah, not financial advice, man, but like what I said isn't anything controversial. It's what happens. Look at the chart. That's exactly what happens. So Grelf, Saucer Swap, Sauce Token, all to the moon. Hey, hit the thumbs up. That's all I ask for, shills. Hit the thumbs up. Duh, what's the best way to contact you? I have started working on a Solana project and would like to hear your thoughts. Hit me up on Twitter, for sure. Let me put my Twitter. Sorry, Elon X. My bad. Damn. Let me hold up. Yeah, guys, please do me a favor. Follow me on Twitter. It helps me out. I post stuff there. I just did a Twitter space today with the Bitcoin Cash homies. Follow me. Just dropped a link in the chat. That's me. Hit me up on the DM. Say who you are. That you were the dude talking in my live stream, and we could talk a little bit more about that. Sauce is the main DEX on top of Hedera Network. Is it? Well, that's cool. Are you guys connected? Are you guys just like Hedera focused though right now, or are you going multi-chain at all? I know that there was like, what was it? Hashport that was trying to connect Ethereum to Hedera, but that dropped off my radar. What's going on with that? Ranch Sauce is my fave. Ranch is good. That's pretty good. I wasn't like a ranch pizza guy for a long time, but now I came around. Pizza's pretty good with ranch. Pizza's real good with salad though. That's like a combo. Been trying to get more greens, man. I need better strength. Crypto be getting me. Hopefully this is just sell the news from ETFs and we bounce back from 38K, or we could drop to 26 support. Hope not. Watch for cars, my guy. 26 support? It seems kind of low. I mean, 33. If so, we'll see. We'll see. But, like, whatever. Whatever. Who cares? Like, look, guys, I told you it's going to get more volatile as we get closer to the big blow off. It's going to get more volatile. It's the way physics work, right? Like, that's how you store potential energy. You got to pull the band back. You don't nothing in the universe just goes like, boom. You have to store the energy, and it has to be applied in the opposite direction, right? So I know it sucks to see, but it has to happen. It has to happen, right? This is not like a steady climbing kind of Dow Jones over 30 years kind of market. It's not. This is what we're in. You know, if you want to get the big gains, you got to put up with some of this crap. I don't know what else to say, man. The rumors of Dogecoin as a payment method this weekend made us go crazy. Oh, you mean like, for payments? Are you talking about the Twitter handle? The @payments Twitter handle? Was there a rumor that it was going live like soon? I just heard that it was like potentially might happen, maybe kind of thing. I've never heard that it was like even like this weekend or for sure. But yeah, I think at some point Elon's gonna do something like not stupid, but like, you know, something with Doge. Like, remember in 2022 or something, he made like Doge, like the Twitter bird turned into a little Shiba Inu Doge icon. He's gonna pull something out of the hat. Like, Elon is always doing something messing with crypto, right? He's the one that like started the FUD about Bitcoin being unsustainable for the planet, all this and that. That turned out not to be true, but like, don't ever count Elon out for some FUD or pumpamentals, you know? Let's take a look at total 3. Let's exclude Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's see what's up. And here's the thing, man. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want a fib right now. I don't want to do fibs right now. All right. Here's the thing. A lot of altcoins are already on the bottom. They're like on their bear market bottom, maybe slightly elevated. How far can they fall? You know what I mean? So we've taken Ethereum out and Bitcoin out. I mean, let's put it on the biggest grind line. Similar 15% drop. So, and this is on the weekly. Come down a little more so the next couple months. On the daily, it could come back a little bit. Bounce another bounce or so. But this is suggesting that we're going to probably see a wider like downturn in crypto, to me. At least for like, you know, next weeks. Next couple months. But that's kind of makes sense to the halving schedule, right? We'll bounce over to Bitcoin dominance. Halving happens around here. So 1, 2, about 3 months. That's kind of what the chart's suggesting for the downturn. That would make Bitcoin maybe come back and test. If it's gradual, it'll kind of stay outside the triangle. If it's abrupt, it will break back inside the triangle. But I think it's clear. We've had multiple weekly closes outside of this triangle. I think this pattern is, this uptrend is toast. And at some point, probably at the halving, maybe a little bit after, we start coming down. That's what the weekly RSI on the dominance suggests anyway in the longer term. So that's basically my reasoning as to what's going to happen coming forward. Probably be a downturn, but that's not the end of the road, in my opinion. And then, yeah, because you can't really negate the halving's effect, right, on supply. And we have the ETFs in here now. I mean, it makes sense, right? ETFs come in, price starts dropping, they start gobbling it up. Gobble, gobble. Larry Fink, gobble, gobble. You know, so we'll see. But what do you guys think? What do you think of it? How you guys feeling? Good, bad, sad? I gotta know. I gotta know, man. But yeah, that's basically how I analyze the market. I use those main charts. There's other ones too that talk about like stablecoin, like market cap. Like that's probably the next one I need to add into there to show you guys. I just forgot the name of the chart. But if you can look at like total market cap, strip Bitcoin out, strip Ethereum out, then you have like the grander like altcoin like within that. Then you can see like what are the altcoins as a whole are doing, what is everything doing, what is like the market with Ethereum doing. And then you look at the Bitcoin dominance and the market cap of stable coins. And then you can see if stuff is going into stable value as like a fear play, like where's that money moving? Where is it flowing? Because like when things are like about to go up, you'll notice that less money's leaving like digital assets and going into stable coins. When money's about to we're about to enter a bear market, you'll see a lot of money go into stable coins. Now it's hard to tell, like, you know, it's not capturing everything 100% in the stablecoin number, right? Because not everyone goes to stablecoins. Some people go into their bank account. But it's the best we can do right now. What other charts do you guys use to analyze this stuff, if you use any? Nada? Okay, nada. But like what? You guys only like Ranch? That's it? I only saw one sauce. I feel nervous short term, 3-6 months, very bullish long term. Yeah, I mean, historically, after the halving, it takes about 6 months for like the blow off thing to occur. That's what happened last time in early 2020. Then we started taking off in December. So if you did 6 months from the next halving in April, that takes us to October. It lines up pretty well, you know. And a lot of people saying, oh, that we're just gonna like kind of dilly-daddle around until 2025. I mean, we could look at the price of Bitcoin last time. I'm not going to pull the trading view chart, but I guess I can. Why not? I don't got anything else to do. BTC. Coinbase. Oh, no, not this one. Looks like a bag of milk. I chalked up all these charts, man. My bad. Bitstamp. What's going on? Okay, don't do that. MBMB. I'm always like writing stuff. My bad. Okay. Yeah, on the weekly, looks higher. This thing's probably going to come down. I mean, people are saying 26, right? So right here? Maybe. I would think that there's a good amount of support like around here. But it doesn't matter really. I mean, you know. That would cause for 30% crash in Bitcoin. He rose up from September of last year. At the height, 76%. We're going to give back some of that. I don't know if we'll give back all of it. I mean, that's what the 26 number is suggesting. Usually it's like you make some, you give some back. You don't give all of it back. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think that on the weekly, its RSI is looking a little bearish. On the daily, it's not though, so we're probably going to get another bounce, to be honest. But something's going to happen. What's going to happen? I don't know. No, but like, to be honest, guys, look. Where's the circle? Whatever. Right here is not going to be easy to break through. Look at all that. This is a chop and churn for about a year. About a whole year. Up. All-time high. Cool. Crash down. We're scared. We're scared. Oh, a new all-time high. We're going to the moon. We're scared. We're scared. Bear market. It's not going to be easy. Like, whatever kind of emotions that happened in that last, like, period of time on the chart, it's going to be equal emotional distress to get out. There's going to be a lot of worry. There's going to be a lot of fear. It's only what's fair, right? What you put in is what you get out. You can never just, like, you know, have a hard time and bust through the chart, have an easy time. No. I mean, but look, I just want to, like, look, right here, COVID, it was not an easy time. We came out, but we had a sustained amount of time where we were just going sideways. I think it was at, like, what, 10,000? And I remember right here, people were saying, yo, it ain't never going to break above. People were saying this. I'm not making it up. They're saying this. I was laughing. They're like, we're going to stay under 10,000. It's going to crash down to 3,000 again. Oh, like, I bet you, like, wait, it's going to crash down to 3,000 again, this and that. And he broke out eventually. We're going to have a period of time where we chop back and forth. We might go sideways for a little bit, but then we're going to break out eventually. Nothing lasts forever. Whoever says, like, anything lasts forever, that's like an enemy in terms of charting, right? Because that's called normalcy bias, and they're pushing some mental propaganda. Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing goes down forever. It's all just a process. If you understand the process, then it gets a little less scary. It doesn't get a whole, like, completely not scary, but you know. Do you trade or just hold? I have bags that I pull. I have bags that I don't. You know, like, I suggest you guys do the same. You probably need to, like, think about your bags and what you really, really believe in. And one of the things that I've really started adopting now is, like, things that I can secure well. Not all of my coins were able to get on my hardware wallet. And, you know, just being in crypto for a long time, that's probably not a great thing. So, like, one, if I could secure it well, it's probably going to be in my hodl bag. But the coins I typically hodl for a long time have been around. Not a lot of the super new coins. Not a lot of coins that aren't able to be secured by a hardware wallet. Widely adopted coins, you know. But yeah, I have bags that I drop when I need that cash, need that coin, you know. And then ones that I really try not to, right? Things happen, you know. And if I could do a nice trade, yeah, I trade that thing, you know. But, like, I'm not really in the business of doing a lot of, like, day trading stuff. If anything, I swing trade, if anything, because I like to work off the daily and the weekly, right? And those are time frames that, like, I've had better success with than 4 hour, 1 minute. I'm really not that interested, man. You know, I'm really not interested in doing anything leverage, because when you start getting blips like that, like on your trades, one, you got to be very disciplined. You got to be very, practice and that kind of thing. But to make significant money, unless you're trading around a lot of money just anyway, you're probably going to be using leverage. If you're using leverage, there's a chance that you might lose your capital, because let's be honest, like, you could be the best trader in the world. Some really good traders come into crypto, start using leverage, and then there's a massive god wick to the downside. Nothing could have predicted it. It just happened. In the past, we used to have exchanges doing those, clearing people down on the downside, taking their bags. I'm not interested, bro. Like, I'm not trying to lose my capital like that. You know, at a certain point, it's about preservation. Yeah, you can maximize the bag. Yeah, you can do all this and that. But, like, to be honest, the people who really are, like, winning crypto are the ones who survive and get there. The gains are going to be ridiculous. Do you really need 1,000,000%? Do you really need to go 100 times leverage to the upside on Bitcoin? Like, do you really need to do all that? Couldn't you just, like, settle for 100x? Like, you know what I mean? That's something I learned in crypto. Like, greed will get you. It will get you. It will get you. It will get you. You know? So, like, you got to ask yourself, like, what is enough? And to know what's enough, you need to do the math on what's enough. Like, if I was to walk away with X amount, like, would that be meaningful to me? Like, what does my family need? Do we need to pay someone off? Do we want to, like, secure ourselves for X amount of years? You want to get rid of this payment? Like, you got to sit down and think about it. Like, what do I need? And when you know what you need, you know exactly how much risk you actually need to take. Right? Anyone could jump in and do 100x leverage long. Like, anyone could do that. Lots of people do that. Lots of people lose their crypto and lose their bags. You know what I mean? 13 people is good. HBAR will last forever. Time will tell. Could be forming a messy cup and handle, question mark. Could be. I mean, yeah. I mean, we could go over to 2013. I want to show you guys something real quick. 2013. That was the cycle I got in. No one talks about this. I have no idea why. No one talks about this, by the way. So I'm going to show you something. Maybe because they weren't around. Look at that. That looks a lot. Well, where's the thing where I could copy? She haven't done this in a long time. My bad. Is it this? Oh, hell no. Trash. It's one of these things. I don't know. Whatever. But if you took this pattern and you applied it over to what's happening now, big come down, kind of a bull thing, then you see that stall area, that's what I'm talking about. I think we're closer to this area, but look what happened after the fact. Big explosion upside, it happened ferociously. 900%. Right? And that was the second leg. Right? So, but just so you know, this is a much smaller market cap. Much smaller. And this happened over the course of, what? Half a year. We're going on 2 years of the similar structure. It doesn't look exactly the same, but you can see the bones of it. Right? So everyone's saying it's going to go into 2025. Maybe. But we've had a long time lackluster results because let's be honest, guys. I mean, what is this? 440 days? It's not exactly like we had a euphoria phase last time. Look at this crap. It's ridiculous. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. It makes me sick. Makes me sick, bro. So we didn't get what we usually get. We didn't get like way over extended like every single cycle before. You know what I mean? So in my mind, this thing's been storing up a lot of potential energy. It's been waiting. It's been moving. It's been storing up for a big move. And you know, I just think it's so hilarious when everyone thinks they know exactly what's going to happen in crypto. They usually don't. Usually the herd doesn't know what's going to happen. And you know what would be super ironic? If everyone thought they knew that it was going to take till 2025 because they overlaid 2017, like the last euphoric run, and they thought that's what's going to happen. You know, it'd be funny if it took more like 2013 than 2017, and this thing just started blowing up ferociously. We've seen it happen before, so we'll have to see. I'm gonna be around regardless, but that's why I like to keep the bags packed. I'm not all up in this jumping in, jumping out. I'm not trying to time it. I want to be there. What am I going to do? Risk 30% more funds versus like just getting... No. Not interested. In your portfolio, besides crypto, what else do you invest in? Hard money. Hard money, gold and silver. Right now, I want stocks. It's not a good time to buy stocks though. Like, it's not low. Don't want it. I want stocks when it's low. And when I get stocks, I want dividend paying stocks, and I want it to be related to things that are high up on the human needs spectrum, right? Like security, food, water, like things of that nature, like land, like physical stuff. I want to invest in land. But right now is not the time, in my opinion. Right? I think we're going to see a big contraction at a point. And the blow off to the crypto boom and stock boom that's probably going to come because of inflation is a big precursor to that contraction, right? Like, I believe crypto is front running a lot of things that are going to happen in the economy, right? Like, stocks will probably go up once inflation starts getting really hot and heavy. It's going to come back. It's not done. Okay. When it comes back, things are going to blow up. They're going to go up because the value of the dollar is going down, right? When that happens, the government's going to have to do something. They're probably going to ratchet up interest rates like they did in the 1970s. Paul Volcker did. Overnight, he raised interest rates up 20%. That's how they stopped inflation. And the government's going to fight inflation. They're going to fight inflation. And when they do that, they're going to wreck everything. So I think that what's going to happen first is like crypto moves fastest and farthest, right? So I want to be in the fastest horse when this inflation thing really gets going, but it's not going to be forever. So it's going to like behoove you to like pull some out when this thing starts getting pretty frothy, because the government's not just going to let this turn into a banana republic. They're not. They're going to do something, pull it down. Because think about it too, they're making money too. Think like a banker, right? If you control the stock market and you own most of the stock market, and then inflation starts pushing that thing up, it's melting up. Once you take profits, and then you talk to your government buddy and say, hey, raise the interest rates. You take profits, everything comes crashing down, and you buy everything on the cheap. You gotta think like these people, man. That's what I'm suggesting you do. That's what I want you to do. Not financial advice, but that's what I want you to do, right? Because like, they can't crowd everyone out, right? They can only scare you from playing the game. And at that point, I think it'll be a great time to diversify into other things. And like, yes, I like the digital economy, but we are physical creatures. We live in the physical world, right? So like land, I think real estate's overvalued. I think land is undervalued. I think farmland's going to get more expensive. I mean, just look at Bill Gates. He's buying everything, right? I think water's going to be expensive. I think everything's going to get more expensive. Things that are consumed, things that produce things are going to increase in value. You want things that can produce things. Because in the long term, like, yeah, the price of things is going to come down for a time, but then inflation's going to come back. It always comes back. You know why? Because if you understand what's underneath the economy, it's a credit-based system. Money is essentially debt. Ever since they closed the gold window and the gold backing went away, credit creates debt. That's why we have to borrow money from the Federal Reserve and pay interest back to make more money to pay our bills. And over time, those bills are just going to get more and more and more. So they have to print more and more and more. Like, you have to look very far ahead and be like, this thing is not going to fix itself. You know what I mean? So we have periods of overvaluation, undervaluation. That's caused because the Federal Reserve steps in and doesn't let the economy do what it's supposed to do. Crash. If you wanted to fix this thing, the Fed would never jump in. That's what used to happen. We would just have a crash, and then we would just like work it out. But ever since the Fed came in, they're like our, nannies. This is a nanny state. They don't let us go through that. They don't let us experience the pain to understand sustainable growth over time. Right? So they've caused these big like boom, bust, boom, bust, boom, bust. The whole game is to play it like that. You know. Does anyone have any tip for finding memes on Solana? I mean, I just know Bonk. What's up with are there any other ones? Bonk was like a big one. There's a lot of money made in Bonk, man. That was tight. Early launches. When it becomes mainstream, Crow will fly. They have just reduced staking, bringing it closer to traditional interest rates. Reduced staking? Crypto.com. Man, now it's called Crypto.com Arena. I'm in Southern California. Lakers, Staples Center. They put their logo on the Staples Center. I guess it's not Staples Center anymore, but you know what I mean. That was hilarious. Man, people who weren't into crypto are losing their minds. They're like, I don't want to call it Crypto.com. I was like, you will call it Crypto.com because I said. Yeah, man. It's just that, look, that's why I like macroeconomics first, though. Like, I started very macro and I understood this is where it's all going. Like, inflation is the name of the game, right? They can lie to you and it's a lie. Inflation is not transitory. Look around. Everything's more expensive. You ever gone to Costco? It's crazy going to Costco. It makes me want to puke, right? Like, just go look around. Yeah, gas prices are better than they were in 2021, but are they really great? No. Still paying $4 a gallon. The hell? I mean, yeah, I was really unhappy when I was paying $7 a gallon. But, like, just look around, man. Like, use your own eyes. Like, is the cost of living going down? Are rents going down? No. And here's the thing. So you guys know, put you on game, economic game. CPI, Consumer Price Index, measures like pretty much how much things cost for people in their daily lives. Yeah, CPI has been going down marginally, but in order for prices to go back to pre-pandemic levels, CPI has to go negative. Are we anywhere close to negative inflation? CPI? No. That means that the rate of which things are inflating has slowed down marginally, but they will never return. They will never return because for CPI to go negative, that will crash our economy. We'd be in a Great Depression. Money would stop flowing. Banks would stop lending, right? So, like, you tell me long term where this is going. And that's exactly why we bought Bitcoin. Because they started this crap back in, like, the Great Financial Crisis. QE1, 2, 3. They never stopped. Bitcoin came in 2009 and in response to that, all that printing. So, like, yeah. The money's going to flow in here eventually. You know? We're in an election year. They like to make themselves look good in election years. Right? So, we will see. Bo, I personally get more nervous and anxious about the market when it is bullish than bearish. Yeah, because you don't want to miss out. You want to get wrecked again, right? You know? I get you. I feel you. I think that last cycle is a pretty tricky one, man. Pretty tricky. It was actually the least exponential I've ever seen. But I do think that because of the market cap, these big moves will still occur just over a long time. And we're starting to see the things that are needed to have these big movements. Now people with 401ks and stock exchange, stock brokerages and hedge funds and family offices have avenues to buy Bitcoin. Right? It's never happened before. You know, like in 2013, exchanges just popped up. Regular people were just allowed to buy like that without sending their money to Mt. Gox over in Japan. Like every single time there's a big movement. There's a big movement that percentage goes down somewhat, but the big movement's still big as hell. And it's because the gateway's gotten opened up a little more for like more and more money to flow in. Now we have the biggest gateway we've ever had. You know? So we'll see. I mean, to be honest, this is what I've always dreamed of. I always want to take money from Wall Street because screw it. They deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time in human history Main Street has front ran Wall Street. First time ordinary people can win, and I'm all about it. I love it. Bought BTC in 88 and a few alts in early 2018. Never sold anything. Ouch. But picking highs and lows is not fun or healthy. But definitely watching the politics. Wanting to see what happens in November. Yeah. 2018, huh? Yeah. Look, guys. Here's the thing. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm never going to sell my Bitcoin, my crypto. I'm going to give it to my kids. You got to get there. Got to get there. Yeah, like Bitcoin might be a lot in the year 3000, man. But whatever. Look, you don't have to keep it all. Guys can't tell, I'm not a crypto maxi, man. I'm a results maxi. I'm just a results maxi. Like, you're able to invest more when you have less stress, when you can buy time, you have the ability to look at things. So, like, make sure to secure yourself or, like, at least help yourself out. I definitely suggest taking profits on this next run. when it's appropriate, when we're new all-time highs, of course. But yeah, I mean, I'll be around. But yeah, man, like I like other investments too. Like, look, there's other things like crypto, like marijuana stocks have been moving like crypto. Things move thousands of percent not every single day, but it's more than you think. Like, crypto might be the most exponential, but there's things that have returns and there's opportunities all the time, right? Like, if you got a TradingView account, you could start like measuring different assets against each other if it's on TradingView, right? You could see like people talk about the gold silver ratio. You could look at the palladium silver ratio, the what do you call it? Platinum to palladium ratio. So you could start looking, oh, like I'll switch this when this happens. So you could start gaining value in other things, and like you don't have to just sit in crypto. This is the beauty of investing. It's a beautiful thing. It could be applied in a bunch of areas. The world is literally your oyster. I'm glad you found one area. But there's literally, when you open your mind to these things, there's a lot of opportunities everywhere. You know, like a lot of the best investors will be like, okay, I see this trade setting up in this Forex opportunity. They wait. Oh, I see bonds are getting overvalued. They wait. It happens. They move that money. Oh, I see Bitcoin's about to blow up. They wait. It blows up. Like, you know what I mean? They're not like just siloed. They see opportunity and they attack it. 12 people, what's up? But yeah. No, I have a feeling that land is going to get a lot more expensive. I guess I would say specifically farmland. Farmland is going to get a lot more expensive. Why? Because look at Bill Gates. He's buying up all the farmland. Oh, Bill Gates. That evil genius. But it's literally like you can grow commodities out of the ground. It's like amazing. And then you can literally save the seeds and grow it again. I think farmers are going to be like millionaires. I know there's millionaire farmers, I know. But even more so. Because like food is never going to go down in value from this point, ever. It's only going to go up. It's going to get more and more expensive, and you already see the whole crap with Beyond Beef, and they're showing their hand. Get this alternative, it's cheaper and it's good for you. And they're always trying to push like bug protein and stuff. Gross, man. Writing's on the wall, you know? There's certain like things that like are very important to human life. Maybe not crypto life, maybe not metaverse life, but even if you live in the metaverse, you still need to eat physically. You know, we're not at the Matrix just yet. 11 people. Hey, Dub. I realize I should have sold and bought back at least some. It's okay. I mean, what is your first bear market? Second one? It's okay. I think a lot of people are in your boat. Just not a lot of people admit it. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. It's just the tuition to success. Every good investor that you see has had a lot of losses. Trading is an expensive profession, you know? Been watching for a min man. Glad you're streaming. Thoughts on Myro? I don't know what Myro is, man. What's Myro? Send me a link. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the election coming up. I mean, obviously, I think Mr. Trump has a great chance. And to be honest, I mean, Democrats are making it easy. I don't know what they're doing. Well, I kind of know what they're doing, but like, Joe could run against a stick, and he might lose. This dude, he needs to be like hanging out with his grandkids. What is he doing? Like, go home, man. Like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And I'm not like pro-Republican. I don't care. Like, I'm very like agnostic. I don't care. I just leave me alone, you know? But dang, man, I think he He's aged a lot in office. I think the Democrats know that. It's going to be interesting to see who they actually push. I don't think Joe's going to be able to do it on his own at all. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens though. But I just know that like Trump is getting a pretty fervent following, just more from what Biden has done or failed to do versus like, you know, what he's running on. But that's called the Hegelian dialectic, guys. You know that? It's a strategy. It's like, okay, we want to push people in a certain direction, right? Let's give them the illusion of choice. Let's offer them this path and this path. But little do they know, a little bit down the road, it all leads to the same place. You can go left, you can go right, but you're still going to go where I want you to go. See, that's called the Hegelian dialectic. I mean, why do you think we only have 2 real parties? If you run to any other party, it doesn't matter. It's almost like you're writing yourself off. You know, so I'm skeptical either way. You know, but we'll see what happens. When you left your nerves and anxiety with the market since you had profits or before. Is that for me? I don't know. I mean, anxiety and nerves never go away. You just get more used to living with them, you know? Like, oh, went down again, and at a certain point you start laughing. You're like, F me, right? See, but like, you have to get a little detached from your money and understand that like this is like it's all a game. Investing's all a game, right? Like it's not methodical. Sometimes you get losses. Sometimes you take losses, but it's all about bouncing back, right? Because the only time you really lose is when you stop trying. The only time you really lose. I've been wrecked to death in bear markets, but the only time you really lose is when you sell it. The only time you really lose is when you leave completely. You know what I mean? And to be quite honest, guys, we've been going through this crap for a while. Downturns. I mean, Bitcoin used to be 17,000. Now it's at 39,000. And everyone wants to, like, you know, rage quit. That's the mental toughness, man. Hey, when you look at it logically, we are closer to the end than we are to the beginning. Remember that. 15 people. It's a little meme coin that's been gaining some steady steam lately until BTC started to bleed out. Yeah. No, I haven't. Meme coins. I love me a meme coin. I started out hating meme coins, but like, end of the day, it's all fun, man. At the beginning, when I first started crypto, I didn't like meme coins because I was like, oh, well, it's not this or that. And I started taking it too seriously. I understand that Bitcoin and altcoins and all these cryptocurrencies are valued in basically how much people like it, adopt it, and use it, and hold it. So that the meme coins are cool. I don't know about that meme coin, man, but like every single ecosystem now has a meme coin. That's so cool. And just so you guys know, hopefully you're not like maxis to the point where you're not willing to explore other chains, because coins, I mean, ecosystems love their meme coins. They love them. Like, love them. They're like the fun levity that everyone needs in a hard time. They tend to go down more, but that, in my mind, that's a good opportunity. They go up a lot. If you can catch it when it's coming down, when this thing goes into euphoria phase, it's going to be pretty crazy. We saw Bonk. We saw Pepe. We saw Doge. We saw Shiba Inu. There's Hosky on Cardano. There's Cock on Cardano. There's a bunch of them. You know, you just have to make sure that it's not like a scam. But if you're able to find like legit ones that aren't scams, could be a lot of money to be made. You know what I mean? So we'll see. So check it out. I mean, there's always opportunity, right? And the cool thing about meme coins is when it goes down, you don't have to have a lot of money to get a significant bag, because these things go up like thousands of %, right? So like you could take a, I don't know, $100, couple $100, spread it, make a meme coin portfolio. Why not? everything's gonna bleed to death. Why not? You know, and then when it's a hope, wish, and a prayer, and when these things go up eventually, and they will, boom, that $100, whatever, is probably much more now. See, that's something called asymmetric risk. It can't go down that much. I can't lose that much, but I can stand to make a lot. I love things that give me asymmetric risk, and that's what I saw when I saw Bitcoin. Hey, a couple $100, who cares? Throw it up in there, see what happens. And then it started happening. You know, like I stood to lose so little, but I stood to gain so much. That's the setups you want. But there's no way to remove 100% risk at anything. I mean, if you want 100% certainty, those things typically don't yield a lot of money. If you want 100% certainty, you're talking about going to get a salary. If you want 100% certainty, you're talking about getting a CD or something. You know, that's a couple percentage yield. You're not in crypto for that. So to get the exponential price increases crypto can offer you, to get the life-changing money crypto can offer you, yes, you must put up with the inconsistency and the uncertainty. That is the only way it's fair. Earl, what's good, man? What's up? How you been? Sorry, Earl, you just got here and I'm about to end it. But catch the replay for sure. It's been fun, guys. I do this twice a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's always a good time, guys. So stay in there, hang in there. It's all going to be good. We might see some more downturn, but just know that that's for a short period. Got the halving come up. We have the ETFs in here. And that's going to cause buying pressure that we've probably never experienced at a point. It just might not be this point. But think a little longer term, man. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Peace.